No.
Thanks, man.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Hot Button Podcast. I'm here again with Carl.
I will kill your whole fucking family.
And Andrew.
Yeah, I'm Andrew. I play chainsaws and I kill kittens.
Fuck yes. I'm Andrew too, which is a problem. There's two Andrews here.
Andres.
I'll be Andres if you don't want to be Andres.
I'll be Carlito.
How does that change anything?
If you don't want to be Andres, I'll be Andres.
Why don't you just be Andy? That's more. Do people call you that? Do you like when people call you Andy?
People called me Andy when I was growing up, and then when I got older, I started preferring Andrew. It makes me feel like more of an
I've
adult.
never accepted anything other than Andrew my entire life.
Andy.
Dude, I've heard all of them. So like whatever you got, like it's happened. It's happened already.
Oh, so we can relate on that. Do you like your name?
Yeah, I do.
I can see why you would.
Sometimes
Do you
I
like your name?
No, it's because
You don't like your last name.
No, because there's a million Andrew Garcias.
So it's not because
There was like three other Andrew Garcia. Every single high school I've been to, which I think was one for each year, I guess, is I've always been like one of a million Andrew Garcias. Actually, when I tried to apply for this job, they actually thought I was like a fugitive and stuff. Because they did a background check and there was so many Andrew Garcias that they pulled a random Andrew Garcia out and he was like some fucking guy from Texas who like was an armed burglary and stuff, and I had to like dispute the case and like I had to send them documentation because the guy was actually in jail. Or like, look, this guy's in jail right now and he's in Texas, and we had to send him like court information like to prove, yes, this guy is in jail. I am a different Andrew Garcia.
That's
All right,
hilarious.
so you guys want the update on Chisty Mack?
Yeah, I would like to know what happened.
These are the new photos that just surfaced.
So that's like her in recovery.
That's her now. Well, actually, no, that's her last week.
Wait, does she have a tattoo of a teardrop?
Yes. No, it's a heart. It's a heart. It's a
She
heart.
she has two real ones there, and then she has the heart like next to it.
Well, but she's still recovering though. Like she's obviously not healed.
She's like still trying to look pretty though. Like look.
No, she's not wearing any makeup or anything.
That's true. Well, here's the thing: the puffiness in her lips will go away. That might go away completely. Actually,
This shit right here is bruising, so that will go away.
that will go away. All in all, what she's looking at is like maybe these two will scar and that will scar. It's kind of fucked up.
I think she's gonna be like, she's gonna come out of it pretty good, like all things considered. You know?
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
it could have been so much worse,
Yeah.
and like it's a good thing he didn't kill her.
all right. So this is her last post. Just saw Dr. Adams. 2 root canals and fractured teeth. Such a great dentist, wonderful man. And she has like this. People actually been like donating like on a GoFundMe or like a Kickstarter to like get her teeth.
Back
Yeah,
to dick sucking condition.
yeah.
Oh my god,
That's fucked up.
I can't go there, dude.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
yeah. We'll go there. You could just be the.
Yeah, I'll be disgusted and like
No.
ashamed to know you.
We need a good moral compass here on the podcast. So
Which is not coming from either of you guys.
you know, so that's her situation. I don't know. What do you guys think her first video back would be like?
Well, if it was me, if I was the director, I'd have her like
If you're the director,
and like coming out like maybe out of an ambulance. She's all beat up and
You know what No, I'm not gonna say that.
they're gonna play. You know, like usually the girl's the doctor and they help the guy. It's gonna be reversed. The guy helps
clear.
her. Clear. It's like, oh, we gotta open up her shirt.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah. Like, so that's what he does. Like, oh, she needs friction. She needs to be warmed up, and they just start like fucking her, and then she comes back to life, and then she fucks back.
What the fuck?
Is that fucked up? No, here.
that what you just said.
Call Brazers right now. This is happening.
Brazzers.
Is it
Brazers?
Brazers?
What the hell? Wait, isn't braising like a way to prepare meat? Like you braise?
Andrew, is it Brazers or Brazzers?
It's Brazzers. B-R-A-Z-Z-E-R-S.
It's Brazers.
Dude, it's not Brazers. Dude, it has
Brazzers.
2 Z's in it.
Brazzers.
Brazers.
It has
How
2
would it be
Z's in
Brazers?
it.
If it was Brazers...
Dude,
it'd
come on,
be
you've
one
been
Z.
seeing that advertisement pop up in like completely irrelevant websites for years. Like,
No,
how-
it's in completely relevant websites is where I see it.
Okay, well, for me, I don't do that. So.
Anyways,
Brazers.
best of luck to her. I hope she
makes the big, like Robert Downey Jr., like come back and fuck shit up. You know what I mean?
She's gonna come back greater than ever.
Yeah.
Dude.
Listen,
I'm over
she'll
here.
definitely have come on her back.
Oh my god. I'm over here like legitimately like, hey, you know what? This is a bad thing that happened to this woman. Like, I hope that she can recover as a person. Like inside, she's gonna be okay. And you're all like, dude, I can't wait to see her tits again, man. Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to. She's gonna have cum on her back.
Her tits. He didn't punch her.
Thank
tits.
God.
You're like, dude, like, she's gonna have cum on her back.
She just didn't like punch her back.
Let's make a porno where she comes out of an ambulance. Like, dude, god damn it.
No, that's a good idea.
Next thing you know, you guys.
No, I'm serious.
No, next thing you know,
you watch when she comes back. It's gonna be something similar to that, and I'm gonna be there when that happens.
I'm sure you will, because that's like, what else are you gonna do?
We're gonna record an episode and be like, I fucking told you.
But dude, I'm not disputing that. I'm saying like the fact that you're thinking.
You think
that.
it's in bad taste?
I do.
Okay.
Completely. Like next thing you know, you're gonna be telling me like, oh yeah, it's gonna be starring Ray Rice since he's out of a job.
What's wrong with that, dude? That's money right there. That's like pay-per-view shit.
Dude, he beat up his fucking wife in an elevator. Like that guy's a piece of shit, and he should die today.
Yeah. What? You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I would love to talk about
domestic
Ray Rice.
violence. I think is going to be a go-to topic here.
Dude, Ray Rice. Okay, here's how I do feel about this situation. I was talking to my brother about this yesterday, and what I don't like, I think the NFL pussed out because here's what they did. They're like, oh, this happened, so they're like, oh, we're suspending you for 2 games, and then when like the word got out more, and like it's like, okay, so they punished him already.
Wait, but here's the thing.
No, wait. Let me finish first, and you can say whatever you're gonna say.
Okay.
So they punished him already, and then they come out and they're like, oh, yes, you were punished for that, and then now we're just going to like suspend you indefinitely from the NFL, and you're released from your team. Now, I'm not saying that they're wrong for doing those things, but I think it's fucked up that they like punished him first and then came back later and like, oh, by the way, this is happening now. They should have either said that up front was going to happen,
right?
Like just been cut and dry about it, because they pussed out is what they did. Or they should have just been like, his punishment is pending because we haven't decided how to deal with him yet. And then come out and said like, okay, this is what we're going to do. Because that would have been, I think it's fucked up. They had all the power. They were in the position of power, and they're like, oh, dude, so we're punishing you, so you're gonna get suspended for the first 2 games. Yeah. And he's like, okay. And then they come back like a couple months later, and they're like, oh, by the way, you just don't have a job at all.
Wait, they fired him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's released.
And for me, it's like they should have just done that initially. They should have been like, listen, we're not cool with this shit. You're indefinitely not coming back, and that's just how it is right now. And that should have been from the get go what they did.
Now, I don't know anything about football, let alone like the politics in it, but here's the thing. It's like if you're like a lawyer and you beat up your wife, do you get punished at work? Like, isn't that kind of weird? Like, why does your personal life and your work life have anything to do with each other?
Well, here's the thing. All those teams are private. They're privately owned.
Well,
and because they're privately owned, you can fire somebody for whatever you want. And I totally believe in that. I absolutely believe in that. Too. You should be able to fire somebody for whatever reason, even if I, on the outside, think that the reason makes you an asshole. It's your property.
Well, isn't it part of their responsibility to be, because they're like a public
Well,
figure?
the NFL,
and they gotta like hold a certain image.
NFL is not, as far as I know, the NFL itself, like the National Football League itself, is not privately owned. The teams are privately owned. So the NFL can say like, you can't play on like any of our, in any of the games because you can't play for our corporation.
Right.
But like the team could like still employ him. But the team was like, it's a PR thing more than it is anything else. I mean, I think he's a total piece of shit. I hope whoever has like a Ray Rice jersey is like burning him right now. Well, because he's a fucking asshole. Like, I'm not even talking about him as a football player because he's a phenomenal football player. But like, that kind of shit's not okay. I do think that the NFL totally botched their PR job because, like I said, they punished him and then they came back and they're like, oh, we decided that we were going to change what the punishment was. Like, no, you guys should have done that up front. They just look like pussies because they're like, oh, we're suspending him for 2 games. And then when when it really started to get out there, the public reacted to it and they're like, oh, we weren't harsh enough. So we got to change the punishment now. So people like get behind us and support us. It's like, you guys are pussies and I don't fucking like you. You're just as shady as like anyone else, Well,
can we take this back? Okay, because I really don't know that much about it. Like, what basically happened?
He beat up his now wife when she was his fiance. This is what, dude. Like the videos. Everywhere.
Oh, they got married.
Yeah, they got married now. But this is what happened. Dude, like this is like you think before you watch it. This is what my brother said, and like after I saw it, I'm like, oh, I totally agree with this. Oh, well, like, is it really going to be clear that that's what he did? You know, because a lot of people just take shit and run with it, you know, and they're like, oh, well, I know, and it's like, no, you're being emotional about it, and you, like, are really just exposing, like, problems that you have, like, with your opinions, and, like, taking shit and running with it. We watched the video, and it's literally, they're like, standing in the elevator.
Oh, there's a video of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're standing in the elevator, and he, like, shoves his wife, and then she, like, comes at him and, like, hits him and shit, and then he just fucking clocked her, and her head hit the railing in the elevator, and she got knocked out. And then it shows him dragging her out of the elevator, dude. That's like some murderer
But then
shit.
he's like,
it sounds like
crying and holding her.
Well, and then he was talking to some... That doesn't matter, dude. He still fucking did it.
Whoa, it sounds like an accident, though, if her head hit the railing.
Well, but it wasn't an
Still
accident that he
fucking
hit
hit
her.
her.
That's not an accident.
You can, look,
Well,
I would totally...
It's like if you punch somebody and kill him on...
I would
and
hit
it's like,
the
oh, it's an
shit out of my
accident.
wife. I would hit my wife.
well, here's the thing. She hit him
I
first.
would, dude, like, sometimes... Look, there's a time and a place for anybody to be hit.
Uh-huh.
I 100% agree with
I
that.
100% agree with that.
Look.
Andrew,
I don't agree with hitting my wife. Unless she's coming at me with like a knife or something.
there's a great
Okay,
quote
right,
by
there's still time and
Sean
place.
Connery.
But exactly, I was going to reference
Yeah.
Oh,
Sean
God, dude. I knew this was coming.
What was it the Barbara Walters interview?
Barbara Walters
I can't remember
says,
what he said.
last time you're on the show, you said something about you don't hit a woman with the clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open palm. Do you still
my
agree
God.
with that? He says, yes. And I completely agree with him. If your wife, if it's like, it's a last resource thing. It's like,
If you're having a verbal disagreement and it turns into an argument...
no. It's not a verbal disagreement.
Nobody should be hitting each other.
It's
I agree. There's
if
like,
someone
look,
starts hitting you first, I'm not saying
There's-
clock her. I'm not saying clock her. I'm saying defensive maneuver.
But there's
like
a difference
shove
between
or a slap.
Here's how I look at it, and I don't know. You probably won't agree with this, but I don't care. It's really we already have the upper hand because we're a man.
right.
And that's typically like there are some there are some women out there that can like rock your shit, dude. They'll fuck you up, but like yes. I agree. If she's coming at you and she's just like she is determined to fuck your shit up, and there's really no rhyme or reason for that.
It's self-defense.
There is a difference, but that line, like, we haven't really established that in this conversation. So, like, what you said made you sound like an asshole.
Yeah, but I think there's like a double standard about that. It's like, how come she can like...
Listen, double standards exist everywhere, and I totally agree that they're wrong. So I'm not saying there isn't a situation...
But I'm also not saying like he didn't need to clock her and drag her out. I'm saying that if a woman's hitting you...
Well, but
push or a slap.
he instigated it anyway. He fucking shoved her into the railing.
I haven't seen the
He
video,
shoved her
so-
into the railing, and then she came at him. And then he fucking hit her, and it's like...
so he made the
and it's
first
like,
move.
okay, first of all, he's a running back in the NFL, dude. He's got
Yeah.
fucking cannons.
Yeah.
That's true.
Dude, he works out for a living. He'll fucking kill her.
Yeah.
And he full on, like, just punched her in the face. Like, I feel like that should be a last resort. Like, even if a woman's hitting you, there are other ways to disarm the situation without hitting the woman.
Well,
you don't have to beat the shit out of her.
Well, if he has that big of a physique, there's definitely way more passive things you can do.
Even that
Like
aside,
restrain her or something.
that aside, even like you
Leave
shouldn't.
the elevator.
You don't. Need, well, you don't need to. I don't think hitting the woman is really like that. Should not
Not
be your
for
go-
him.
Not for anybody. Should not be your go-to.
It's not a
move.
go-to.
It's not a go-to. It's a last resort. You know,
And in this situation,
cut my life into pieces.
Listen, no.
This is my last resort.
Don't
So-
start doing that.
Sorry.
But like Ray Rice had no justification whatsoever.
I don't think he does. I haven't seen the video. I'm just going to...
For me, I know he has no justification.
I don't think he does.
There's
that video. It wouldn't matter if she was saying some like really fucked up
Do
shit.
you think it's only a big deal because it was on video?
I think people. Okay, here's how I feel. I have a problem with it, not because he's an athlete, but because I don't think anybody should do that. I think most people have a problem with it because he's an athlete.
Let me rephrase. Do you think the NFL made a bigger deal about it because it was on video?
I don't think I don't think most of those people actually care. I think they just like talking shit about an athlete.
You guys haven't addressed a really important point, though, in the whole video release thing, is that incident happened, like, 2.5 months ago.
It really did, but that's the other thing. Like,
And they didn't punish him as soon as the video got released and became public.
Exactly. That's
Otherwise,
what I
he
was getting at.
Well,
otherwise
actually,
he'd still be
they had
fucking
punished
running
him, and that was what I was touching on.
2 days.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, you're getting a 2-day suspension from
Oh,
the start of the
2
season."
days.
They punished him when it happened, and like, I don't agree. I don't think that punishment was severe enough.
I don't think so either.
And they came out, and then they changed the punishment. And the problem I have is that they should have what they're doing to him now. Basically, oh, like, well, you're out indefinitely, and like his team released him. that should have all happened at the start. Mm-hmm. Or if they didn't know what to do with him yet, they were like, oh, we don't know exactly how to proceed with this yet. We got to talk about it. We got to weigh all the parameters.
Well, the thing is...
They should have said that, like, listen, his punishment is pending. Right now, he's not going to be playing in any games until we figure it out. Like, if they've been upfront and said that way, it's like, okay, you handled it.
But you gotta understand, the reason why they did that is because, like...
They didn't want to give it any.
Listen, I understand why they did it. It's still fucking bullshit.
It's bullshit.
It's still bullshit. They should have
I
punished
can
him severely from
that.
the start.
Uh-huh.
It should have been, this is what's happening, instead of like, oh, well, now everybody sees it, so we gotta fucking make it more severe now because people
If
don't...
I was the owner of whatever fucking team he plays for, what is the team he plays for?
Seahawks or
Ravens.
Lakers or something?
It's Baltimore Ravens.
Dodgers or something?
John Harbaugh claims that they acted immediately.
Well, say, look,
I don't
if I was the owner, I'd say, look, I don't give a shit he like hit his wife. Like, it's not cool. Like, I think he should be punished.
But it has
As,
nothing to do with...
For my opinion, because I'm the owner, you set the private organization. I say, look, give him a punishment, but I don't want to lose my fucking $1 million. I mean,
this is gonna make me sound like an asshole.
He was one of the top running backs.
Yeah, I'll say, look,
you gotta look, as a company, it's like,
look,
look, if he did that wearing a uniform, or he did that on the football field...
Well, here's the thing. If he did it wearing a uniform, he's technically at work.
Yeah,
I guess.
Well, here's the thing. It's like you work at a comic store. If you beat the shit out of your ex-girlfriend, I guess, is she your ex-girlfriend now? I don't know. If you beat the shit out of her and you went to work, it's like, is that right for them to get mad at you? Something that has nothing to do with your work
I think from
life?
a moral standpoint, it's right for them to get mad at me, but to like for me to lose my job over that, I think it'd be shitty, but I also don't believe in like I said, private entities should be allowed to do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's true. That's different.
They should, if they feel like they don't like you as a person, and they don't want
They're just like, look,
and they don't want that kind of person in their workforce.
They have an image, and they're negative on it.
Exactly.
There's a million other quarterbacks out there, running backs, whatever.
Unfortunately, I do think it is more about their image than it is about like their personal feelings on it, and that's my gripe with it is like, if it's really because you're like, hey, I don't want a guy like that on my team.
Well, if it was about their personal feelings, it had nothing to do with business, and
it shouldn't have to do with business.
Exactly.
It's a private entity. If they don't like you as a person, they should be able to fire you if they want.
Yeah.
Because it's their private organization.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of left-wing fucking liberals in this country that don't agree with that, and I don't care. They can go fist themselves.
Okay.
Don't care. Because if you have your own business, it's your own privately owned entity. I don't care.
He agreed to work for them.
You agree up front. And also the thing is with being a professional athlete, when you do sign that contract, you are also agreeing to conduct yourself a specific way off the field.
Here's the thing:
well.
you're getting paid all this money. All you got to do is not be a piece of shit, and be
at least not in public eye.
You know, they're
do it in your
saying,
house. You know.
Well, and like your off-field conduct does matter, and when you become a professional athlete like that, and you sign that contract, that goes with the territory.
Yeah.
Like you should know.
Part of your
that
job
by now.
description is not be a piece of shit.
Well, because you're still representing the team even when you're not on the field.
People will see him.
Everybody
like,
knows who
it's
you are.
that guy from
Everybody
that
knows
team.
who you are. They know exactly who you are. In Ray Rice's case, everybody really knows who he is because he's a star running back.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't have a fucking job. And the thing that bothers me is I see more people complaining about how their fantasy team's points aren't going to be up because Ray Rice is off the field.
Is that fucking people? That's fucking people.
Listen, I have a fantasy football team, and
did you draft them?
No, dude, I didn't. But like that's the last thing I would be doing. Like, oh, dude, now my fantasy team's in field. Like, no, fuck this.
Wait,
guy.
you didn't draft him because you didn't think he was good, or because of this happened?
Well, I didn't draft him because he's just not the guy I chose. Like he wasn't a player that I drafted on my fantasy team.
They're actually selling a new Ray Rice jersey. It's a wife beater.
Well, my brother
Did you come up with that?
Well, like I said, I was telling you guys earlier, like my brother said that a guy he knows was like, oh, I'm going to name my teams like...
That's going to be the intro.
Things to pay like homage to Ray Rice. And like this week my team's going to be named Beats by Ray. That's awful, man.
Yeah.
Like I laughed way harder than I should have at that when he said that. I'm like, wow. It's like, that's really like, I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable. Like that's how I cope. Because I laugh at things that I don't like. I'm like, I don't know what to do with that.
Carl, you ready to talk?
About what?
Mr. Italiano.
Italiano?
A friend of yours, kind of.
Yeah, acquaintance.
Italiano
has like Tourette's, not the traditional sense where you're like, fuck shit, ass. Like,
is that? I heard that's not actually that traditional. My mom, who's a doctor, if you've seen her Netflix.
Wow.
She said that's actually the most rare kind, is that, like, cursing.
So he has, like, the ones... I have it, too, kind of, where, like, you repeat something over
like
and over
you obsess
again.
over, like,
Or
a
you
word
obsess over
or
something.
an act
like,
or something.
my brother also has, like, slight tics.
I don't think...
He does. He has, like, tics about him. Like, he used to do this thing, like, it always changes. But, like, one time, Weston, he was doing this thing where he'd go, ugh, like that.
I remember that.
He'd do that all the time.
What in the fuck, dude?
Like that. That's it. He'd get
It was fucking funny as shit.
And then he used to go, he used to do something, he used to say Bin Laden all the time. He used to go, Bin Laden.
Bin Laden. I remember that. That was a long time ago.
Bin Laden. Like that all the fucking
Dude,
time.
Vince must have Tourette's because all you hear him saying is, "Bitch, bitch."
That's fucking annoying.
Dude, he
This
does
is at
that.
least fun.
Dude, he does that, and like, dude, he like, I was getting ready to be like, dude, shut the fuck up, and then like his mom goes in his room and is like, Vince,
shut the fuck up.
she's like, the first 5,000 times you said it, it was not okay. Now, like, don't double the number.
The most recent one my brother does is when I was living with him for a while. He'd go every morning. He'd wake up. I'd be like half asleep. He'd like
wait, every morning, like it's a routine.
Yeah, it was routine. Like he'd say it like all the time. He'd go, you know, Carl, too many fucking niggas. Too many fucking niggas. Like that.
What?
Too many motherfucking niggas.
He was doing that to you all the
Motherfucking
time?
niggas. Yeah, he'd say that all the time.
dude, I want this person that you're talking
Dude,
about.
like
that was my brother.
I know, that's why it's awesome.
he's not that bright, and he's kind of an asshole. He's like the fucking funniest.
He's like smart in like certain fields.
He sounds like he's an asshole
He's got
without
the
meaning to
best
be.
sense of humor I've ever seen.
He sounds like he's an asshole and doesn't mean to be. Like, he just
Does he
is.
mean to be?
No, he doesn't.
I don't think
He's,
he
like,
consciously is like, I'm
genuinely
going to be a fucking asshole. Like,
No,
he probably just is that way.
isn't.
He's just funny. And
he doesn't just-
being
he
an
just doesn't
asshole
like
is
you. He
incidental.
doesn't like
He
you.
doesn't like me.
He always makes. I don't know why Wesley got like jealous of you because like I was hanging out.
He
with
actually
you.
stopped talking. This is actually really fucked up. He actually stopped
stopped
talking.
talking.
And he's your
Because-
older brother?
He's my older brother.
And he was like starving for your attention.
Yeah, my brother's strange.
He
like
started-
that because
okay,
I was always the
this
older
is fucked
brother.
up.
Everybody that meets me says, "Oh, you're older." Like they always think I'm older than my brother.
Yeah.
I always get that.
So you're the more sensible one.
Yeah, I've always taken more like care of him. I've always like guided him. He's
Yeah,
always
you
looked up to me. Like
That's
it's weird.
fucking weird.
It's
Yeah.
weird as shit, right?
Well, here's what's fucked up. This is gonna make you look bad, Carl.
Say it. I don't give a fuck.
You
I'll
don't give
say
a
it if you want
shit?
me to.
Okay, so his brother was giving him shit for hanging out with me, and he would just like constantly like make fun of you for hanging out with me,
Yeah.
right? So Carl just stopped talking to me because he was tired about hearing all that. Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah,
That
I
is
just got-
pretty fucked up.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
hey.
fucked up. You're a piece
How
of
old
shit.
were you guys?
This is like a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm more recent than that.
I keep forgetting how old Carl is.
We're both 20.
I'm 19. Wait,
Fuck, dude, you guys are babies.
I'm 20. I'm 20.
Dude, you do that too? I forgot how old I was. You ever
Yeah, I
forget
keep
how old you
forgetting.
are?
I'm almost 24 years old, dude.
Damn, you're old.
Yeah, I feel old.
Shit.
Yeah.
I feel it in my joints and shit now. Like, I'm like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
Not even like, I shouldn't be feeling like this.
Are you joking?
I'm not joking.
Okay. So, anyways, Weston, was that it with Weston?
With the
Oh yeah,
waffle fry
Oh,
thing?
we didn't finish. Okay, the waffle fry. So
So
they both have Tourette's.
Italiano and my brother were hanging out, and at this time, like, my brother's like fucking funny. People that meet him think he's funny. So Italiano heard him, and they were working on a car when my mom happened to be there at the time, actually. And he was saying this thing where you go, you know what, Italiano? My mom's beat. Is your mom beat, Italiano? He used to say that. My mom's beat. How beats your mom? Like that. He was saying that. And then...
Does your brother have a speech impediment?
Yeah.
Because the way
Why
you're
is that like
saying
a
it,
black guy?
like the voice that you're doing, like, I'm like, holy fuck, like, oh my god.
And then he would go like, go down to Highland and get me some motherfucking waffle fries, Haggy, like that. And he just kept. My brother's like, he says shit like that. And I asked him the other day. I was like, "Do you remember saying that?" And he's like, "No, I don't remember saying that." So anyway, Italiano thought that was the funniest thing. So like for the longest time, like Italiano would text me and just say like, "Go down to Highland, give me some motherfucking waffle fries." Haggy.
Wait, where's Highland?
I don't even know. I think it's a street.
Like
or
New
something.
Jersey or something?
Highland's like a street in like Los Angeles.
Dude, Highland is also a place, like, close to fucking, it's in San Bernardino County. Yeah. It's
There's
like,
lots of Highlands.
Yeah, I think it's a street, like, or something.
I don't think he even put that much thought into it.
I don't think he did either.
you're making him sound like he's a fucking, like, capo in the mafia.
Well, he does like.
He's like, listen,
My
listen,
brother-
Johnny. Listen, Johnny. Go get your fucking shine box.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
He would always like. My brother like He does that. Like he'll.
By the way, that was a Godfather and Goodfellas reference put together. That was nice. Continue.
My brother does like a lot of impressions. Like
he's really funny.
He's good at doing impressions of people and shit. So
Does he do Joe Pesci?
probably, yeah.
I would love to hear that.
He does like
Your mother sucks big elephant dicks. That
What's
was pretty good. That was what movie was that? Was that Raging Bull or was that
Oh, dude, I forget. There's so many.
Casino?
It's not Casino. Pretty sure it's not.
What was the one where he's like talking to that guy with a cowboy hat and he's like, "You shit kicking motherfucker, you."
Wait, no, dude, that is in Casino.
He's like he's the best in Casino. He's like, "You Jew motherfucker, you."
He called. He's like, yeah. He goes to everybody. He's like, "You motherfucker,
You Jew motherfucker, you.
He's like, "I'm gonna dig a hole and bang you in the
Dude,
desert."
you do it really good, man. He does a good Joe Pesci.
Dude, Joe Pesci's so fucking pissed at that movie. I loved it.
I love Casino.
He's like-
I like it more than Goodfellas.
Dude, when
actually.
he's like, Charlie M, Charlie fucking M, don't make a fuck out of me. Tell me, give me a fucking name.
You put my money to sleep, I put your fucking brain to sleep.
He's like, I got your fucking head in a vice. Don't make a fuck out of me.
Fuck my mother, fuck my mother. Anyways, you were saying?
See how long it took you to take.
You're just
You realize
watching
you're like on a
yourself.
tangent. I was like, let's see what
Yeah, well, it's one of my favorite
Joe
movies
Pesci's
ever.
great. I don't
Dude,
know.
Casino is one of my favorite movies ever.
Casino, dude, right?
I could watch it
fucking
over and
love
over
that
and over
movie.
and over
I
and
like
over.
that more than Goodfellas. Everyone complained.
I like Goodfellas a lot, but Casino's superior.
that came out like 2 years. That came out right after Goodfellas. Like that was his next movie. People complained that it was too similar to Goodfellas, and people didn't like it. I think it's better than Goodfellas.
They're both about fucking... You know what they should be complaining about? They should be complaining about the fact that mobsters are all the same.
Yeah,
Because both those movies were based on real people.
yeah.
So fuck those critics.
I don't know. I like Casino was.
I thought Casino was superier, but I do like Goodfellas. It has Ray Liotta.
Goodfellas is good too.
Has Ray Liotta
He's
in
good
it.
in that movie.
And he's fucking cocaine crazy in that movie.
yeah, I saw it.
He's like, Sharon, where'd it go? Sharon, that's all we had, Sharon. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, Sharon? I love that movie.
Yeah, because, dude, if she hadn't flushed the shit down
You
the
touch her again, you're fucking dead.
Oh, man.
That's probably one of my favorite movie scenes is when, like, the neighbor gets all touchy with his wife and he goes across the street with a gun and he's like, bah, 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 hits him. He's like, you touch her again, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
I love that
I like
scene
that
so
scene where
much.
she's like, his wife wants money.
Oh,
He
yeah.
like gives him the money.
And then she goes down, he's like, oh, all right.
All right. Like, I don't remember that.
Remember that? It's like how much you need for shopping, and then she like sucks
Just
his dick.
sucks his dick.
It's a good one.
Dude, fucking Casino, though? Like, okay.
Sorry.
It actually... There's a part in that movie that was, like, hit really close to home for me. And it was like... You know how Ginger's, like, just fucking junky?
Yeah.
And she's like, drinking all the time. And, like... Basically, with her kid being terrified of her... Because, like, their kid was terrified of her mom. Because her mom's a fucking crazy, like, alcoholic junkie. Just crazy
when
shit.
she
She goes out at all hours of the night, like, doesn't come back. Like, you never know where the fuck she is. She's, like, sucking everyone's dick all the time. And, like... He's, like... Trying to protect his daughter and shit. Like, he, like, sends her next door and stuff. And then, like, Ginger shows up and she's making a scene.
It sucks because Robert De Niro's like ace. He's like trying to do the
dude.
right thing the whole time.
Yeah, dude, and Ginger's making, like, this big fucking scene in front of the whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, gets the cops down there. You know how many times that shit happened at my house growing up? Because my mom was a psychoalcoholic. I just, like, in Ace, dude, I saw my dad so much. Like, my dad was, like, trying to protect everyone in our family from my mom.
And that sucks about the movie. He's like trying to do the right thing for everyone. He's getting
yeah, even
shit.
though he was, like, in a very questionable...
How many blueberries are in this muffin?
I want an equal number of blueberries in each muffin. He's just like, do you have any idea how long that is going to take? I don't give a shit. Equal number of blueberries in each muffin.
you have to leave here with the money, or we... No, what do you say? You either leave here with the money or take the hammer. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's like, get him out of here. Use his head to open the door.
He's like, I want to take the money.
Anyway.
He's like, tell all your fucking friends what you saw here today. And then he's like, I want you to throw him out in the back of
No,
the
it's like,
fucking
you
alley.
either leave now and you never come back, or you take the money but you get the hammer or
Oh,
something.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want you to tell all your fucking friends what you saw here today.
I
don't ever want to see your fucking face in this
I
casino
love
again.
that fucking
And then
movie.
he was like, throw him out in the alley to say that he got hit by a car or something.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
I loved when, like, the guy with the cowboy hat, though.
Carl just
He's
left
like, I want you to throw his fucking ass out of here, and I want you to open the fucking door of this head.
I fucking love
like, he just slammed his head right into the door.
Yeah, I like James Woods. Like he's like one of my favorite
That piece of
actors.
shit pimp.
He plays the piece of shit pimp. He's one of my favorite actors. He was in John Carpenter's Vampires.
Yeah, dude, he was, like, so manipulative of Ginger.
Yeah,
that was the one guy who
He's
was
a good fucking actor.
Dude, that was the one character in that movie that was a problem for her. Like, she uses everybody else.
But he uses her.
Yeah, dude, and you know what that reminds me of? Most women I've been in relationships with.
Exactly.
They have that, like, they use everybody. They use fucking everybody in their lives and, like, all these guys that they date and, like, all this stuff. And then, like, they meet one of them that gets, like, privy to their bullshit. Like, Ace got privy to Chinger's bullshit, so he started, like, taking care of business and stuff. Right. He's like, fuck this. But he still got screwed. And, like, that totally mirrors what's happened to me so many times, I feel like. There's, like, this guy who's a problem for the one girl, but she fucks with everybody else, and then you're the guy that's like, wait, this is bullshit. You put your foot down.
So, Italiano.
Like, what were you guys talking about?
We're talking about Casino.
No, okay.
You gotta watch it. It's fucking good.
About bitches, too.
Bitches?
Bitches.
I know.
And listen, not every woman is a bitch, but a lot of women are bitches.
Some of them are bitches.
Not all of them, though.
Most of them are cunts.
But not all.
Okay.
Hashtag not all women.
Hashtag some cunts. Anyways, so... Anyway, so your brother has all these sayings and
Waffle
stuff. Italiano got it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Waffle fries.
So he went to this party with was
Our
it
friend.
the turkey?
Oh yeah, the turkey.
I actually went to the party right after that, and there was still like talks about it. Like, yo, he didn't bring your friend back from last time, did you? Like, they were scared of him at the follow-up party. So what happened at the first party?
Well, basically, our friends and Italiano, they went to this party down in like Irvine or whatever. It was
Yeah,
like UC
Irvine.
Irvine. It was like everyone just graduated, whatever. It was like a big deal. Like the final party, or one of the final parties, I don't know.
Yeah.
And like our friend and Italiano, they always dress like they make like
They
a lot of money.
overdress.
They overdress for everything. They would just wear like really nice clothes all the time, and it's just like a regular college party. So they show up in like Italiano's like really nice car. It has like it's like just like filled with like half drinking bottles, and like there's a gun under the seat and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
And he like rents the car, right?
No, that's actually his car. That one.
What kind is it?
It's a Jaguar, 2008 Jaguar
Is that
S-Type
expensive?
R racing series.
Is that expensive?
Well, Jaguars
It's
are
like-
expensive cars.
Yeah, it's like
Well, not the older ones are really not.
new. It was like I don't know. It must have been like $60,000 new, but it's like he didn't get it new. I don't think. Anyway,
Okay.
doesn't matter. So he went up to this party. They're dressed really well, and he fucking starts drinking 151, Bacardi 151, which
That's
is
like the
strongest.
highest alcohol.
Yeah,
count
they
or
have. It's like
content.
I think it's. I don't know what the proof is. It's like fucking
a lot.
high though, whatever the proof. And he starts drinking it and gets fucking buzzed. And our friend would always like he always does a thing where he just tells people it's like regular rum, and he goes around and like gives people shots, and they don't know what the fuck it is, so they go "Ah!" and it, like burns their throat. So Italiano's just walking with his bottle, and he's just fucking like drinking it.
He drinks 151 whiskey, and then
Or rum.
he goes and hits on girls, but he has a very particular way that he hits on
I'm a fucking
girls.
douchebag.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he goes around and he's just chugging fucking... I think he had Fireball in one hand and fucking 151 in the other. And he goes around the girls and he goes, "Do you like to breathe air?
I will kill your whole
I will kill
fucking
your whole
family.
fucking family."
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Wait. You're not making this up.
No.
He said that.
This is how he.
Goes
This is
around
how he
to
hits on
multiple
women.
girls. He goes, "Yeah, I'll kill your whole fucking family. Do you like to breathe air?" He goes, "Just kidding. Jeez, you can't take a joke. Jeez, you got a bunch of stiffies around here." I guess he was
You don't find that funny?
No, like I do, but I'm like,
That's dark, dude. That's dark.
So all the people on the party,
Everyone is fucking scared of this guy.
they're all-
you didn't bring that guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like, "I got a gun underneath the seat. I'll kill your whole fucking family."
We start saying that now. Like we
Yeah.
go up to the kittens outside. I'm gonna kill your whole fucking family.
And also for that point in the whole, like everybody's trying to freak out. There's a guy there.
You do it good though.
There's
You
a
do
guy,
it impersonation.
There's a guy
really
at
good.
the party that named the Turkey, and we call him the Turkey because he was like a piano player. But,
What's the full name? Our friend
the
gave
Turkish turkey who lives in a turkey coop.
him? Because he lives like in his
Oh, yeah,
parents'
I
house,
know.
but like the bag house was. Why is it called a turkey coop?
They call it it looks like a coop. Because
looks
it's like
like-
a little shed. It's like
You know,
a
the
little garage
farmers
shed.
at the back of the house.
It's
There's like that little
there's
thing
like a
where all
little
the
bed.
chickens stay in. It kind of looks like one of those, except it's like a.
It's just a joke. It's just a really small room.
It's
It
like
doesn't
it's
have
just it's just a
bathroom in it.
room with the bathroom.
It's just like so I can stay there. For
Anyway, so everyone calls it the chicken coop, so we call him.
They call him the Turkey. Well, they call him the Turkey because he was drinking What was that drink called?
Wild turkeys.
He was drinking wild turkey.
Wild turkeys, and he's Turkish.
They got him drunk while he was playing piano, and he just like started fucking.
Was I there at that show?
Dude.
And they told him to. They said, okay, so the guy hosting the party, the turkey, he started telling everybody,
get the fuck out of here.
He said like, yo, you gotta go, man. You gotta get out of here. Get out of here, like that. And so they finally left, and Steve was pissed because he still wanted to.
And he's fucking.
He wanted to hit on girls.
Is he fucked up at this point?
He's fucked up. He's like really fucked up.
Is he driving too?
He didn't. He ends up not driving, but he. Oh yeah, so he gets pissed off, and he's like He's in the fucking driveway, and he has all these like half drunken bottles of liquor in his car.
His car's just full of like
literally,
bottles.
you open it, the fucking passenger side door, the whole bottom there, it's just like full of bottles. I mean, you gotta like put your feet over.
Wait,
the
how
bottles.
does he get the gun? Like he's got.
I don't know.
It's like a bottle dump in there.
And so he starts taking out the bottles and smashing them on the driveway because he's fucking pissed. Okay, your whole fucking family. He's just smashing them on the ground and shit. And all the people are freaking out. Oh my god, get out of here! You gotta go. Your friends gotta go. That's what he was saying. And then he burns out in the car. He does that everywhere. Like every time you drive, like I'm serious. Every single time you're in the car with him, he drives.
He burns out.
He burns like every single corner. like everywhere he goes. I'm not even kidding. Like he likes to chirp the tires a lot.
One jackass.
So he fucking spins the tires out and like leaves a bunch of smoke and fucking drives off. But anyways,
didn't he have to drive from like California to?
He drove all the way back to Pennsylvania.
He drove California to Pennsylvania, speeding the whole fucking time. He got there in half the time that you're supposed to.
He sent me a picture one day, of his
rear view.
No, his odometer or the fucking speedometer. And it was like 122 miles per hour.
He took a picture while he was driving.
Yeah, while he's driving.
There's one picture on his Facebook where it's like he's getting pulled over by a cop, and he's like took a picture of it in his rear view. Have you seen that one?
No.
Dude, he was speeding the whole way.
Yeah, he got there.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't he
He got there in a day?
Not a day, but like a day and a half or 2 days.
Doesn't he well, how come cops never give him shit?
They give him shit all the time. He's talking about.
Didn't he
Well, he used to do this thing where he'd take off his back license plate. He'd take off all the license plates in the cars, and they'd go around Beverly Hills and just fucking run all the lights to get them to flash. They did that for 100 times, and then they eventually got pulled over because what he did. He started stealing other people's plates and putting them on his car so they could get the tickets.
You guys are fucking scumbags.
He is a scumbag. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Wait, so he'd run the light with the license plate, and then would he go and put the license plate back on that person's car?
No.
He wouldn't go that far. He wouldn't be that
took
nice.
one, where we lived, he took one of the girls, our neighbor, took her license plate.
Dude, he lived next to, the fucking hottest, fraternity home. Was it a fraternity home or just hot chicks lived there? Remember, across the street,
I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that for men it's fraternities and for girls it's sororities.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Correct?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
There were some really hot fratties there, yeah.
Yeah, you're in a frat houses, bro.
Sorority. Sorry.
Sorority. That's what they should call a lot of them.
You should make that up right now?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, he's making shit up left and right.
Did you see the video where Michael Shannon...
Dude! I fucking love that video.
I don't know.
I will cut punt the next first.
I don't care if you SR me. I'll fucking assault you. That's my favorite thing on the internet.
I showed it to him and he doesn't think it's funny. That's my favorite YouTube video.
Dude, if you just open this email like I told you to, you better strap yourself down in whatever chair.
Because you're in for a rough fucking ride.
This is going to be a rough fucking ride.
If this email offended any of you, I really don't give a fuck. Go fuck yourself.
It's like, so why the fuck do you do it to them?
Newsflash, no one fucking likes that.
He's like, newsflash, you stupid fucking cocks.
Wait, double fucking newsflash.
But that guy, you saying your whiny little bitch voice.
Dude, what's kickball?
Dude, what's kickball?
Anyways,
I don't know
Italiano.
what I was talking about.
We're going on tangents while fucking Carl's telling his goddamn story.
Yeah, because everything he says is stuff that's unreal and should happen to nobody. That's how movies are made. Things like this happening.
Okay, so...
I don't remember what he ended up just fucking leaving, and then now he can't come back to that place anymore.
What place?
The party. Whether
Yeah.
You went.
I went to the next one they had, which was 2 weeks later. And that's the whole time talking about. I was like, "Oh, you didn't bring your friend back." He was joking around, but you can tell he was actually being serious too. He's like, "Oh, you didn't bring your friend back, right?"
Like it really did happen, right?
Yeah. And I don't know. People were still talking about it. He's like, we don't want him threatening all the girls around here. It's pretty funny. Killing your whole fucking family.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. just want to remind everyone that we have a Twitter. If you want to follow,
Tweet, motherfucker.
You don't have to. I don't want to. We have a Twitter. It's at hot.
You want to redo that? Or you want...
No,
I'm kidding. Keep going.
I'm keeping. It's at Hot Button Pod at Hot Button Pod. We have an email too if you want to contact us, or what we should do is have the love line.
We should get people send us hate mail.
Yeah, if you send us something, it's gonna be in the podcast because
we want to. If you have any,
nobody.
Yeah, no one's listening, and also it's important that you follow on Twitter so we can track subscribers and just we can contact the community if we got to start one. So I started. That's not the point. Started the Twitter. Email is hotbuttonpod@yahoo. And we also have a Facebook group, which if you want to join, it's fine. I don't really give a shit.
Sorry, we don't give a shit.
Hot Button Podcast. We don't give a fuck.